Alright, hi, my name is Hugh Miller, and this is my Karrthus Tyrant of Gen deck. Alright, this is my Karrthus deck. Really the idea of this deck is to get Karrthus out as fast as possible and deal as much damage with him as fast as possible. There are no dragons in the deck besides Karrthus. I see a lot of decks online that put dragons in their deck. I feel that Karrthus does not play very well with dragons at all. If you ever have had your Karrthus cloned, you might agree with me. So, really, and also I want to put my Karrthus in the graveyard. I don't want to cast Karrthus more than once. So I want to be able to recur him, and having a lot of dragons and putting Karrthus in your graveyard can be problematic because they can just reanimate your Karrthus and steal all of your dragons. So this is mostly just the mana fixing. I have a lot of fetches because I wanted a lot of lands that came into play untapped because it is an aggro deck. You don't want to have any lands coming into play tapped in the early turns. So yeah, just got your duels that can be fetched up. Then Spinerock Knoll, conveniently you have to do CO7 damage. And, well, that's Karrthus' power. Bojuka Bog can be fetched up at instant speed by crop rotation, which is really nice. Vesuva usually copies Bojuka Bog for another graveyard hate. Arena is great with Karrthus because it turns Karrthus into removal. You got your sack land. And Vorath Stronghold is just an amazing reanimating card. You got your cards that go well with Karrthus, like you got Berserk and Assault Strobe, Seize the Day. What's important about all of those is none of those are redundant. They all work in unison, so you can actually just one-shot people with them. Blades of Velis Vel, you make their creatures dragons and then steal them. Precursor Golem, the reason why I have this guy in here is because I've been kind of on a quest to find a second Karrthus. You don't want another dragon because, like I said, they can easily be stolen with your Karrthus. So I tried Putrefax, and I didn't really like him because I just wanted a creature that I could Assault Strobe and Berserk. Precursor Golem, you can Assault Strobe and Berserk and Seize the Day, and they all work on him, and two of them combined is lethal. So, well, at least mostly lethal. Gruul Signet is for Contamination. Golgari Signet is for Blood Moon. Then you got your ramp spells. This is probably my #1 tutor target in the entire deck. In the early turns, if you have a tutor, you want to go get this so that you have mana advantage over your opponents. This guy is really good value and he combos well with Sylvan Library. He's just really good value. Same here. Garruk's pretty good ramp. Here's your extremely fast ramp, your Broken Starts in a way, Mana Vault and Soul Ring. Chandra Blaze, a lot of people don't really play. She's actually quite amazing, especially if you're playing Survival and Squee, because she's recurring removal. And if you use her ability to draw cards, no one attacks her because they just want you to use her ability again. And a lot of times there will be some blue mage with more than 7 cards in hand. And then you use her ability and then you're on even footing again. And also, a lot of times if your hand gets wiped, you play this card, you activate her ability to draw cards, and then you're back in the game. You just got your standard draw card. Sylvan Library is just amazing, and like, it combos with Oracle. Promise of Power, one of the most powerful draw cards. Good or good, it's amazing with Karrthus. There's a lot of reanimation spells in the deck, and so in a single turn you can probably reanimate and sack Karrthus maybe 3 to 4 times and just draw tons of cards. You got your standard tutors. Like I said, crop rotation can go at Bojuka Bog. Survival, of course. Squee, who combos with it. This is one card that's not very popular. I like it because it helps keep the board under control. He almost never dies. No one ever uses a removal spell on him. And he does subtle damage, and it can be a lot of damage. There's also quite a few monocolor decks in my play group, so it's kind of a metagame call. And he can be actually really effective against those monocolor decks. Terastodon probably should be in every green deck. Decree of Pain is really good. All His Dust, I have All His Dust and O-Stone in my deck, especially because Contamination, Blood Moon, and Iona are really problematic cards in my play group. Also, I wanted to mention Fleshbag Marauder. This is probably my favorite creature in EDH at this point. He is so good at killing generals, and a lot of times people don't only have that many creatures out. They only have 1 or 2 powerful creatures out, and this guy just, even if they have 2 powerful creatures out, you just play him and then reanimate him, And it's just, he's so good. I can't emphasize how good this guy is. Snuff Out's really good, so you can kill stuff while you're tapped out. 4 life is nothing in EDH. So, Shriekmaw, just another creature to be fetched up by survival for removal. Final Ultimatum, probably should be in most Jund decks. Like I said, Oblivion Stone is for those things that lock you out. Magma Phoenix is just a really good threat. With all your reanimation, I've actually sacked him, reanimated him, and sacked him to really kill everything on the board. He also can kill quite a few little things on the board, and there's actually a deck in my play group, 8.5 Tails. He kills 8.5 Tails because you can sack him before they can actually make him white and make everything pro-white. So he's really, really good against that. 6 Slime probably should be in most green decks. Sheer Click, this guy's nuts. People have good creatures, you want to steal them. Myojin Knight's Reach, if you resolve this, you probably will have enough time to kill everyone in play. Karrthus is really good at killing people really fast, and this gives you the time you need. Polackworm, I really wanted a card in the deck that gained me life. A lot of times if you get really low on life in a big group game, people will try to just kill the little person with low life to start killing off players. This allows you to come back in the game. And I guess with your reanimation magic in the deck, there's quite a lot of it, and you can just gain tons of life all at once. Jund Charm, I don't think I've ever used the +1/+1 counters ability on it. However, 2 damage at instant speed is really good against things like Kiki-Jiki Pestermite, and removing graveyards at instant speed is really, really good as well. Tooth and Nail. Tooth and Nail is really good. There's probably nothing I need to say about it. It's just an amazing card. One card that people don't really play that often is Price of Glory. If you have a bunch of control decks, this card comes out early enough where a lot of times you can catch them tapped out playing Mana Ramp or something like that before they actually start countering spells. This card is insane. It just completely locks them out. And enchantments are usually one of the hardest things to deal with in EDH. Kozilek, yeah, you can play him late game to draw cards, but what his biggest function is when you're using Survival, you pitch him to Survival to shuffle all your cards back in and then tutor out a creature that was in your graveyard. So you can turn Survival into something like Tortured Existence. And if you tutor up Squee, then pitch Squee, then go and search up for the creature you wanted, you actually didn't lose any value out of it either, just a little bit more mana, which isn't a problem in EDH. Dance the Dead and Victimize are both pretty common black recursion spells. However, I want to mention the really nice synergy with Karrthus. The drawback of both of these is that it returns the creature to play tapped. However, when Karrthus comes into play, he untaps all dragons. And so these allow you to just reanimate Karrthus and attack instantly with them, which is really good. Also, with Victimize, I've done this more than once. Eternal Witness is in the deck, which probably should be in most green decks. And Victimizing Eternal Witness and Karrthus into play, returning Victimize, is so good, it's unbelievable. So both these reanimation spells are really, really good. Cauldron Dance is another really, really good reanimation spell. It also combos with Eternal Witness. So you reanimate Karrthus, put Eternal Witness in your hand, returning Cauldron Dance, and then you can just continuously do it. This is also really good. I've done it with Kozilek. You reanimate Karrthus, put Kozilek into play, and give him haste. There's no other way to give him haste in the deck besides this. And attack with him, and it can be really, really good. It's also really good with any of your creatures, because all your creatures are meant to die anyway, so you can reanimate them. Eternal Witness probably should be in every green deck. Yawgmoth's Will, I've probably won my fair share of games with this. It's called Yawgmoth's Win for a reason. It's an amazing card. Necromancy, this is probably my vote for the best single target reanimation spell ever. It can be played at instant speed, it's only 3 mana, and it can target anyone's yard. If you're playing black and you plan on reanimating anything, this should be your first choice. Profane Command, just another reanimation spell. It can give Karrthus fear. Most of the time it just kills something and reanimates Karrthus. It's just an amazing card in general. So, Genesis, really good recursion. Allows you to win attrition wars. Really good. And Life of the Realm. This is really, really probably should be in almost any green-black deck that can tutor this up, or any green deck that can tutor it up, because people will destroy lands. I know there's supposed to be a gentleman's contract in EDH, but you know what, there's a lot of people destroy lands. And in my play group especially, there's a lot of land death. And so this is really, really, really good. This is probably one of my second tutor targets ever. So Thanks for watching CMDR decks, and please subscribe and favorite.